Are you interested in becoming a certified makeup artist from the comfort of your own home? If you're looking to brush up your makeup skills, learn about industry secrets, get your own makeup kit, and get exclusive discounts from cosmetics, then stay tuned. Hello everyone, it's Shirley and welcome to my channel. Makeup has been one of my favorite ways to express myself. It is truly a form of art, and for me and a lot of other people, it is also a form of therapy. Everything that I know about makeup has been learned from YouTube tutorials. A majority of the time I apply makeup on myself. It's very rare that I do someone else's makeup, so I never thought to branch out into a freelance makeup artist or a licensed makeup artist. So when Online Makeup Academy reached out to me, I was very surprised. They offer online makeup courses and you're able to get your certification after completing the courses. Through communicating with them, I asked a lot of questions like, what could this service provide to me and my viewers that are different from YouTube tutorials? Because I feel like that's the biggest question, right? Online Makeup Academy provides industry accredited professional knowledge, and the course is completed entirely online. They are the only online school that has a licensed and accredited physical New York City based school, and they created the Online Makeup Academy to provide a New York City industry professional education to everyone, including those who are unable to travel to the physical school. Their courses provide personalized video feedback, mentorship, and one-on-one guidance. And their goal is for the instructor, who is an industry professional established makeup artist, to become your mentor as you complete the course and beyond. You have lifetime access to the course even after completion, including post-graduation support as you build your career. It is really important to them that their students succeed and that they're there for them every step of the way as they build their own unique career path. The curriculum includes not only professional makeup application, but also hygiene and sanitation when working with clients. This has been completely updated for post-COVID guidelines, as well as business, branding, marketing, and building your portfolio, which is crucial when working as a professional artist. When you sign up for this course, you will receive their Professional Makeup Forever branded makeup kit, which is included in their Elite Career Path program. The makeup kit includes brand name products such as Makeup Forever, Inglot, etc. that can kickstart your career as a freelance artist. And these products are some of the instructors' favorites, and they're definitely products that you can feel comfortable applying to your clients and building your professional kit from. Upon completion of the course, you will receive an OMACA accredited industry professional certificate of completion, which provides the credentials and assurance to your clients that you are a certified industry professional with the proper training and makeup application to offer your freelance services and build your business. Upon completion of the course with the certificate above, you also become eligible for pro card discounts from their partners, Friends Beauty and Nigel's Beauty, which includes 40% off brand name cosmetics such as Makeup Forever, Anastasia Beverly Hills, Stila, Maron, NYX, and thousands more brands. Many of their artists are also qualified for additional pro card benefits from MAC, Bobbi Brown, Urban Decay, and others. The full complete curriculum includes all of the basic knowledge of applying makeup, such as base matching, color correction, skin, face shapes, eye shapes, as well as high fashion, editorial, creative, and period makeup looks. And this will help you in creating your professional portfolio and website with business branding and marketing. They also allow you to pay on a month-to-month basis, earn your certificate, receive post-graduation support for as long as you need, and you can cancel anytime. If you are interested in signing up for this course, I have a discount code for $100 off. You can use my code SHIRLESQUE, $100 off, and I will have a link down below as well. I think it's super valuable that you have lifetime access to the makeup videos, so you can go back and refer to it whenever you want. While watching videos, you can pause and go back if you're confused about anything, which is not something that you can do in like an in-person class. You complete fun assignments and you share your work online. And you also receive evaluations and feedback on your work through this course. Online Makeup Academy offers a bunch of different courses and programs, such as the Master Makeup Program, Advanced Makeup Course, Makeup Artist Complete Training, Special Effects Course, and the Pro Hairstyling Course. The course I'm taking is the Master Makeup Program, and this covers COVID-19 sanitation training, bridal makeup workshop, an airbrush workshop, and skincare course. The instructor for this course is Mariana Bull, and she worked with Vogue, Chanel, OK Mag, and many celebrities such as Anna Wintour. I haven't finished the course yet, but some things that we covered were skin preparation. She really emphasizes skin prep, the different skin types, and how to accommodate for that. I learned about the etiquette and the dress code of a professional makeup artist, and the must-haves in your makeup kit, especially when it comes to hygiene and sanitation, because you can't be double dipping into a bottle with the same brush. if you're going to use it on another client later on. Just a bunch of these things to keep in mind. I also learned about base matching, color correcting, and color theory. Color correcting was always something that I kind of glazed over, but it is so important and it can really make all the difference in your makeup look. I also learned about how to accommodate for different face and eye shapes. So I'm going to show you guys a sneak peek into a tutorial by Mariana Bull herself. This will be for a natural makeup look. It is actually on this makeup look that I'm wearing right now. Very fresh, dewy, and youthful. She's gonna go over a natural makeup application that looks good in person. In this case, less is more, because when you're wearing a lot of makeup, it will show and it won't look that nice. In person, at least. On camera, it's like a different story. She says that natural makeup is what clients ask for the most, and it's important for makeup artists to really nail down that natural makeup look that really enhances their features and doesn't look too heavy. Hi everyone, so I've already done my skincare. Now we're gonna move right into the makeup tutorial. So I have all of my makeup laid out over here. Obviously the products will differ from what the makeup artist uses, but feel free to use whatever products you have. Since I'll be using the products on myself, I will be dipping into like the eyeshadow palettes and the concealer palettes, but it is good practice to use separate brushes for that, especially if you're applying it on a client.
Hi, in today's lesson we're going to be covering a natural makeup application. Her skin is already moisturized, some eye cream, and I just did a very, very light concealer retouching so her skin would be even for us to begin the class. So the first step, we're going to be applying some primer, the primer you have in your kits. I'm going to be using a metal palette that is more hygienic, and that way we're not going to be applying any product on our hands. Everything is clean and sanitized. So I apply the primer with a foundation brush. I dip it in, and I will be starting from the center of her face outwards. Make sure to cover all the areas, especially where we have more prominent pores. The primer helps with evening out the skin texture, keeping it moisturized, and it's really good to receive some foundation, and it just makes everything look more natural and more seamless. Make sure to always prep the skin before you apply foundation, and do not forget the neck. The neck is a continuation of the face.
Since I have oily skin, I'm going to be using a mattifying primer. This is also by Makeup Forever, and she says to apply the primer with a brush on your client, but I'm just gonna use my fingers. For the rest of my face, I'm going to be using a different primer, which is less mattifying.
Now we are going to be applying some foundation. If you don't have the exact color of your client's foundation, you can always customize by mix and matching different tones together until you reach the desired effect. I always like to test the color that I'm going to be using right on the jawline, coming down the neck, to make sure that that color matches the face and the neck, and it will be a nice continuation with the neckline. So I have some of the foundation that I chose previously to apply on her, and I'm going to dip some of it with my brush and test on the jawline and bring it down the neck. If I feel like it's a pretty seamless color, I can move forward. If I think it's a little bit too dark or a little bit too light, I can always apply a darker shade with it or a lighter shade with it to customize until I reach the perfect color for her. So when I want to achieve a natural foundation application, I don't use that much product. And I always start with the center of the face. I apply the most of my foundation on the center of the face, and then I start moving it outwards. As you can see, usually the outside area of the face doesn't need as much coverage. In her case, that's what it is. She has a beautiful complexion, doesn't need much coverage. I just want to apply some foundation to make everything look even. As you can see, I still haven't dipped in the brush on the palette. I want to use as little product as possible. And the foundation you guys have on your kits is very good. It has an amazing coverage and it looks very natural in life and on camera. So it's the perfect product for this effect. You can also come with a disposable sponge afterwards and tap it in to make sure that the product is really pressed into the skin. And if you need more coverage, you can do this in a bunch of layers. So you can do a little bit of the foundation, tap with a sponge, a little bit more of foundation until you achieve the desired coverage that you want. So now I come back and I bring it down the neck, as I mentioned before, to make sure everything is the same color. Super important to not forget the neck. Also, if you notice that the client's ears are a little bit red, also cover the ears, especially this area.
So the makeup artist applies foundation before concealer, which is really interesting because I usually do concealer before. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Since the makeup artist uses a brush, I will also use a brush. And she says to bring it down to your neck. She also says to cover the redness in your ears, which I never do, but that's so important.
Next, we're going to be covering her dark circles. As you can tell, she has amazing eyes. She doesn't need much coverage, but it's also very good to make sure everything is even under the eyes because that gives a more youthful effect, more rested, and it just completes the makeup a lot more. So you always double check if under the person's eyes they have any blue, purple undertone. And if that's the case, you need to do some color correction before you do the concealer. In her case, I don't see much need, but I'm still going to demonstrate to show you how that would be done. I'm going to take my spatula and I'm going to pick the salmon color, the orange and the salmon color together, and I'm going to customize a color that has a orange pinkish undertone to neutralize whatever blue hues that you see under the eyes first, and after that we apply the concealer. It's super important to color correct the eyes before you do concealer because that gives a much more natural, beautiful, bright effect. You will see. So I'm gonna dip a little bit of this spatula in here. Never put your brush inside. And we're going to be applying it on the palette. I'm gonna be using a synthetic brush, flat, and I'm going to mix these two colors together until I create a orangey undertone. And I'm going to apply very lightly, only in the areas that I see fit, not all over the under eye. So right on the tear duct where you can see some veins, it's a great spot to apply it. If you see any blue veins on the eyelids, feel free to do the same thing. But remember, less is more. I'm going to be applying this with a dabbing effect instead of brushing, instead of rubbing, because I want the product to stay in. Open your eyes for me, look up. Make sure you go all the way up to the lash line. And as you can see, her eyes are already brighter, and we didn't even do the concealer yet. This is a top secret to make sure that that makeup looks super fresh and youthful.
So obviously I have some eye bags and dark circles I need to cover up. Basically get this much and mix it like in more orange shade. So this is the shade that I got, and we're gonna put it right in the inner corners near the tear ducts, wherever you have darkness. Wow, that makes such a difference. Why have I never done this? It's like an extra step, but it makes such a difference. I think I also could have used less product, so it's instantly already so much brighter.
Next, we're going to apply the concealer. The concealer, I always like to use a color that is exactly the same undertone of your foundation, but it's a shade lighter. So that brightens up the face, and whatever it is that I also want to highlight on the face, I can also use that same concealer that I did for under eye correction. So if you don't want to use a shiny highlighter, which we'll be doing later on, you can do it with a concealer. So I'm going to be mixing and matching two colors from our palette to create the right shade for her. Also, as you can see, I'm going to leave some of that color corrector here because I might apply a little bit to concealer. Again, it's always something that you need to customize. It's very hard to just set a rule because every person has a specific need, and the more you practice, the more you're going to learn in real life what are the needs of everyone. I'm going to be using the same brush that I was using before. I applied a little bit of the concealers on my palette. As you saw, I still have some of my color corrector. I'm gonna be blending it with the same brush that I used for color correction. That's also good because that little leftover of product that was in this brush will mix with this concealer and it will make everything more natural. In skin, the more things are mixed together, the more natural they look. It's all about the blending of colors. It's like you're painting on a canvas. Look up. So again, I'm going to be applying some under the eyes, a little bit on the tear duct. You can also bring it down if you want a more highlighted effect. We're not doing hardcore contouring today, so I'm not going to be doing whatever you saw on YouTube before. That is like a V-shaped. I'm doing something super natural, a no makeup kind of application. There's no right or wrong, it's just what this class asks for. Again, I come back with that brush, that disposable brush that I used before, and I dab it in. And as you can see, she looks very natural and very fresh and ready for us to begin the full makeup application.
For the concealer, it should be a shade lighter than your foundation, but the same undertone. I hope you all enjoyed getting a little sneak peek into the online makeup course, and if you've been looking to get a certification as a makeup artist, I think this is such a great option, especially now since we're at home more often, and this could potentially provide new opportunities for you if you've been wanting to be a freelance makeup artist and you love putting makeup on other people and making them look and feel beautiful. Again, I do have a discount for $100 off your course. My code will be on the screen somewhere and in the description box down below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!